Okay. I finally got it. I had a practice run at the beginning. Hi, this is Judy Kay, and it's Sunday at 8 p.m. It's live, and today is September the 28th, 2024. So if you're watching this on another date, realize this is a recording. I'm glad you're with us tonight. I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes to get in. Before we start, I hope you've been enjoying this very hazy and cloudy days ahead, but we take the good days with the bad days. Alrighty. Okay. I'd like to say hi from Khufu. As we all know, Khufu. I'm on the other side with this camera. Khufu and Khafra from the Great Pyramids in Egypt. And my husband John is in the living room waiting to take your names for the tarot card pull. And tonight we have Andrew Bast again. So he's with us. He is taking care of all of the different technical issues, and you know how I can screw them up. Anyway, if you could put something in the comments so I know that you're here with us. Let's see right now. Oh, hi, Amy. How are you? Okay, things are going good. As you all know, that my feed is a little late doing the live, so people could have commented. I have a few on here, but anyway, John is down the hallway ready to take names for the tarot pool, which will start in a couple of minutes. All righty. Hey, Deb. Hey, oh, Deb, you're going to be happy you're here. Your crystal that you gave me from Arizona is going to be appearing later. I never forget you gave it to me, honey. Hi, Michelle. All right. So, anyway, tonight, if you're a regular viewer, as you know, John will be writing down names, but you do have to ask to be in the tarot pool. It's not automatic because some people they don't need it right now, so they'll leave it for somebody else to have, or somebody might have just had a reading and they're just waiting. Okay. So, Spirit helps him picks later, and he'll be putting it on my phone. Don't forget the healing session comes in after the tarot pool. Anyway, I have a script again that I have printed up. It's not too long because I spread it out. But I think today I was thinking of asking Santa Claus for a prompter. So hi Tabitha, hi Patty, and hi Cynthia. Real as I was saying before, sometimes the comments are run a little late on my end. So remember too, and it happened this week. Remember, Carmen Tumaine, she said they're called trolls. I called them scammers. Remember, they'll take my picture and they will put it out there, and they will contact you privately via comment, or they might private message you, which one of them did this week. I reported them. You can report them if you like. And I took a picture and I put it on my Facebook page. Remember, I had it. Don't answer them, block them. All right. It's not me. I will never go to contact you. I never ask anyone if they want a reading. If somebody wants a reading, you ask me. And that's the way it should be. That's the way it's always been before. And that's the way it always shall be. Where I will be on November 9th and 10th, I will be at the Festival of Life in Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. We love the show. It's such a beautiful place. Last year, it wasn't ice cold like it can be that time of the year. So we're hoping for a nice, warmer West Virginia expo. December 14th and 15th, I'm in Leesport, Pennsylvania at the Leesport Banquet Hall at the Holistic Holiday Bazaar and Festival. That's always nice if you want to see me there. Again, if you're on the email list, you'll get that stuff, and I'll also have it on Facebook. So what we're trying to do, as you know, is we're trying to make these lives bigger and better, and that's what Andrew's here. He's here to help, and we're please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Andrew has this running live here and running live on YouTube, which is phenomenal. And someday I'm going to have to take a trip and go over there and watch it. It is fun, and this is enjoyable. So before we start, I also want to say that Carmen Tumaine came into the office a few days ago for her reading. I was not going to be at the expo that she always sees me, so she came in to my office. It was wonderful. It's nice coming into the office because I'm not in a. It's not like a rush. You know how the expos are. It's like this one, this one, this. Everyone has the time. That at the office, I can take my time. It was lovely to hang out. We took pictures. I don't know if she's posted hers yet, but I haven't posted it, but we will. All right. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Jody. All right. So we have tonight's subject, we're going to get through this pretty fast. Now, remember, if you saw the video I did yesterday, the video is to let you know you can ask questions in these comments. Now, a lot of times I told you that I cannot read the comments. I can see a name and say hi and things like that. But then I come back and I wind up going off subject a little bit and things like that. I love it. Don't get me wrong. But I decided, why don't I make a video each week answering your comments? Pretty nice, huh? Good idea. It does. So this way, everyone can see it. But remember, these questions have to be of metaphysical subject matter, and it's nothing personal. Okay. Now, when it comes to dreams, the dream, I'm thinking how I could interpret a dream on here if you want to share it with us, and I can do it, so everybody can see it. So that's nice too. Yeah, I'm, you know what? And it's fun because a lot of times I have to sit here and I'm quietly going through the comments, and I'm reacting and smiling and feeling sorry for this one. And you know what? This way we can, in a way, do it together, even though I'm doing it on a separate video, but it won't be live. Okay. So it's really nice. And that way, if somebody misses it, they can always see it later. All right. Guess what tonight's subject is? It is, why do some crystals have more power than others? hmm Remember, sometimes you can pick up a crystal in a store and you feel nothing. Other time, I just remind Spirit just reminded me of something. Other times you can pick up a crystal and go, wow, right? And that can happen in your home. Sometimes you'll be home. All right, here I go. I have a lot of crystals that sit in a very beautiful cut glass bowl that was my grandmother's, and I put some crystals in there, and they kind of stay there. Sometimes I don't really go through them often, but sometimes I'll go through there and I'll be picking them up to put them, in different places, and all of a sudden you'll get that one crystal that's pow. All right. Also, if you all know this, John loves resorts. Now, I'm not a gambler. I look at it as time off and time to write my book, but John likes resorts. So before he goes to resorts, I find the crystals that are like pow and gives them them. So if you're having a rough day, to pick your crystal that way. Now, I will tell you, and this is what Spirit reminded me now. I stayed at a client's home. Oh, this is a couple of years ago. Oh, wait a minute. It wasn't at her home. Okay. I met a client in one of the Carolinas, and we went on a date shopping, and there was this wonderful, supposedly crystal store we went to. So I went into the crystal store, and when you walk into a crystal store, when you walk into a metaphysical store, you're going to feel the store's energy. Sometimes, and there's a place actually not too far from here in Pennsylvania, you can walk in and you can tell right away it's a Wiccan store. Right away. I remember some of you, I don't think a lot of you have been around a long time, but back in the day in Philadelphia, there was Harry's Occult Center. It was on South Street. And I went in there one day, I think, and that is after the fact that I worked at Polly's Tea Room, which is a reading place a couple blocks away. I went into Harry's, and I'll tell you, the energy was very, very. I don't want to say I want to give Wiccans a bad name, because I don't have anything against Wiccans. I like a lot of Wiccans. They're fine. Everything. Their beliefs are fine. The only thing is that was a pretty dark place, a dark place, and I got my butt out of there. I was like, okay, I'm leaving. I didn't even walk through the whole store. After complaining I wanted to go there, I didn't even do it. So there's some stores you walk in and say, oh, this feels good. This has a lot of energy. This is great. This is great. Sometimes you walk in a store, and this is what happened to me down in the Carolinas. I walked in and I walked past all these crystals and I got nothing. So notice all the crystals they had, the energy would have built and built and built. A lot of people will come into my office, and sometimes even the staff there, and I tell them they're welcome to. They'll stop into my office and come in and feel the energy for a minute. If you're having a bad day, just come in and feel the energy. And what it is it just the energy. Now, the energy still goes that way when I'm not there. All right. So that's what you have. You have to have a place with good energy. And how do you get that? Can you get it with crystals? Crystals can definitely help. Now, if you get the crystals that have been shipped over and they've been in a few countries and they've been in these huge, wooden vats and bags and everything like that, they might not have come from a mind because it's actually where the mind is and where the crystal has been mined from, if it had great energy or if it didn't. So it starts all the way back then. So you can have a crystal that started out with great energy. Isn't that fantastic? Wouldn't everybody want to buy one of them? And you can buy them if you're careful in your purchases. You purchase it from people that have brought the crystal or has it sent directly there and it didn't go sit in this warehouse or that warehouse or whatever. You know, all the selenite I have, every piece of selenite I have has come from Morocco and it has Moroccan newspaper it's wrapped in. Okay. My amethyst, all my amethyst comes from Brazil. It comes in the Brazilian newspaper. We buy it from the gentleman we know from Brazil, and we buy it from the gentleman we know from Morocco. So it's not all this sit and wait, sit and wait, sit and wait. Okay. So that's important too. But what I'm trying to get to here is that you know that the crystals that you have will sometimes be like the tarot cards. Remember, I'll say tarot cards, you can have a hot deck or you can have a cold deck. And I said, well, you got to rest the cold deck so you can use it again. The same thing with a crystal. Sometimes you have to rest the crystals. All right. So what we're going to do tonight, and this is why I told Deb to stay on so she can have this. Now remember about the tarot pool. You do have to ask because John's taking down the names for later because I'm going to be in. So where is? Oh my gosh. Oh, here it is. Okay. So Deb Presanto brought this back from Arizona from me for me. And this is a calcite. Now, calcite's very good. I like calcite. Calcite can do a lot of things. It's a healer. It wards off evil. Also in Egypt, which I didn't notice until not too long ago, in Egypt was one of the stones that was basically they made Sekhmet statues out of it, and Sekhmet, if you know that, is the protector. So it's a protective stone. Why I love this one, it does keep it. Listen to this. It does keep its energy up. I have never, ever, never picked up this stone where the energy was downhill. Never. A lot of stones, if it's overworked or whatever, I don't overwork it. I basically keep it here around my office desk here in the house. And when I'm doing a reading, I'll just pick it up. Now, why am I picking it up during a reading? Already talking to spirit. Do I need crystals to read? No, I don't. But what it is, it's that little jolt of energy. It's like putting my finger in an electric socket. That's all it is. And I get the answers a little quicker. Everything to make it fast. So anyway, hey Bill Fouts, how are you? I've been thinking of calling you. I'm going to have to do that soon. All right. So we're going to go over a few crystals, and these are just now. Here we go. These crystals I purchased. Oh my God, these are ancient, very ancient. I purchased these. Would I say a million years ago? I can't. I'm not that old, but what they are, they're Mystic Merlin. All right. And the reason I bought them, and they have gotten a little weary on me, and I have picked them up and got them back. It doesn't take much. I leave them outside in a thunderstorm? Do I leave them outside for the full moon? Not really. There's easier ways you can do it. You can do that. If you enjoy it, do it. Okay. But and then excuse me, the Mystic Merlin is a grounding stone and very good meditating stone. Now, the reason I bought Mystic Merlin back in the day is I was doing galleries, I was doing gallery parties in people's homes and everything. And these were the two for me to go for that. Do they ever leave the house? Not anymore, but they don't have to. Okay. Now I get a coffee because I'm already revved up. I'm going to show you some of the other cutie pies I have here. Oh, this is another green calcite. Now, I did have some of these for sale. I think they all sold in my office, but very nice. And now we're also going to talk about malachite. Malachite wards off evil. Okay. Notice the malachite. This is a very beautiful piece of malachite. In fact, I have this piece too. Now, why would I use malachite? Now, these are some of the crystals, as I said, that have been on my grandmother's crystal cut glass beautiful bowl. And why are they on there? Because I want to keep the energy of the house up. That's why. This is happy time, and it's right on our dining room table. All right. The other little thing I wanted to show you is these cute little citrines. These citrines are nice. Now, a lot of times what you're going to see is you're going to read in a book and they're going to give you the description of what the crystal's for. And sometimes I will have my own opinion on that. If you want calcite and not calcite, yeah, that was right. Citrine. Citrine, protector and brings very, very good luck. Oh yeah, you heard it. Good luck. Get those. So the malachite's a protector and wards off evil. But it can also bring things towards you. It protects, it keeps evil away, but it brings good towards you. And that's what you want. That's what we all want. Now, remember I talked about keeping your crystals so they can recharge. You know, I love these bags. I do. I use them for so many things. I always use them for my crystals. And what I did is now that we're on live, I might not be opening this today, but yeah, we're getting it. Anyway, I put them in the bag. So basically, what you do, what I've always told you to do with your tarot cards, do the same with your crystals. Notice this is a nice, if I was going to take a nap, what's the first thing I'm going to do? I'm going to go into a darkened room and I'm going to take my nap, right? Got to make it comfortable. So if I'm having my crystals, you could say, take a nap. If you can relate to something that you would do daily, it's easier to remember and understand. And here's another piece of green calcite that's beautiful. Yeah, I had a lot of this for sale at the office, and it somehow or other made its way to the house. So anyway, so that's where you see the difference in stones. Now, I'm going to tell you a crazy story here. One time, and this is years and years and years and years and years ago, I think it's all the way back at the York Expo. We're talking Bill was still with us. It was a while ago. And I used to, we would get the table ready and I used to meditate in the car and then go back in when I was ready to start. It's, the show starts at 10. So I'd get out there maybe for 10 minutes, about a quarter of or whatever. And I had a crystal that even when I saw it in the store, it would jump. It jumped off the counter. It jumped off the counter again. And I'm starting to think the people that own this place is going to think things are a little creepy here or, something weird. So the crystal just kept jumping. So anyway, I think it did it 3 times. I wasn't even looking for a crystal that day. I would show it to you now, but it is at the office. What happened that day? It was jumping. I had to buy it, needless to say, because it was like, take me home. And I got to, I did the expo and everything. And I was going outside on day 2 and the little sucker jumps. Now, I didn't drop it. It was in my hand. Comes out of my hand like this, jumps and goes under the car. Now, John's inside, so I'm going to have to go down. You know me, I'm all dressed up and I'm going to have to go get this. So I basically told the crystal, you do it one more time and I am leaving your butt under the car at the expo. And I meant it. I was like, that's it. And guess what? It has well behaved ever since. But the best part is a few years later, the crystal settled down and everything. And I was doing a house party for a lady. And I said to her, I'd like to leave this crystal here with you. The crystal wants to stay. And I did. I left it with her. Well, everything was fine until about 2 years later. And I started missing the crystal. And I said, I am not figuring out who it was and call her up and ask her for the crystal back. I'm not going to do it. The crystal showed up in a drawer here at the house. It did. And that's why it's at the office. So if you ever want to see it when you come in, you're welcome to. That crystal has had a journey and a half. It's unbelievable. I can't believe how it made it back here. Remember, I always say to some people, they'll say, oh, well, we can't find this, we can't find that. And I said, well, sometimes the other side has it. Sometimes it'll just show up. Well, that crystal did. Amazing story. All right. So let's see who our winners are tonight. We're ready for the card pull. Okay, hold on for a second because I've got to write it down or I'm going to screw it up. Okay, Jennifer Sanchez, you're a winner. Danielle Mortimer, you're a winner. And Jody Lynn, you are a winner. There are 3 winners tonight. Remember that you have to tell me if you want general, romance, finances, health. You tell me where, and I'll ask the cards out. Because remember, I'm only working with 3 cards. So in the comments, let me know what you want, and we'll take it from there. The people that didn't win, we're sorry. Spirit picked them. But also, if you want to, you're welcome to stay for the healing session right afterwards. Okay, Jody Lynn wants general. Danielle Mortimer wants general. And Jennifer Sanchez says, congratulations to all. Jennifer, what do you want, sweetheart? General. I see it now. Okay. Oh, this is general. All right, so I don't even really need that now. I can remember that. Okay, let me get the cards ready. I hope this helped you with crystals. And remember, if it doesn't have energy when you leave the store, it's not going to gain energy. All right, you have to make sure it's already. When I go see my Moroccan, gentleman and my Brazilian men, I always they'll let me back with their special things, and I get to touch them all. And I take the ones that are energized. I don't take anything that it's not jumping at me, not like that other stone. It's jumping at me. That I don't have for myself, and I certainly wouldn't put it in my office for anyone that decided to purchase it. Okay. All right. All right. Let me go here. All right. Okay. Jen Sanchez, Spirit said you're first. Oh, you're going to. Wait a minute. Did you want that card? Which one are you talking about? Oh, sorry. I'm talking to Spirit. Okay. All right. Okay, Jen, you got an extra card. I almost thought you were going to get 3 on that first pull. That was weird. Usually an extra card, that's fine. And I couldn't tell which one was the second one. Oh, okay. Now, I've known Jen for a number of years. In fact, she used to go to another reader. The reader was a dear friend of mine, and she was from Pennsylvania, and I was from Jersey, and she knew Jen was also. So she gave Jen my number and my name, and that's how I know Jen Sanchez. Jen, this is about Julian. Julian. Oh my God, I'm messing his name. Julian. It's not coming out right. I can tell just by the cards. The reason it's coming out this way is we have the 9 of Pentacles followed by the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands a lot of times means something that's going. Well, this is someone that's going, but it meant someone who had a lot going for him in life and everything. I know he had his issues with his health and everything, but Jillian did have health issues. But what happens here is he still enjoyed his life. And this is showing me him leaving. The next card is the 5 of Cups. Now, Jen took my tarot class, so she can hopefully understand some of this, but you don't need that class working with me right now. The 5 of Cups is trying to get over everything, trying to get through it. And let me show you this card. And this card, oh, wait a minute, I got to find out where my camera is on here. We're going to go this way. There we go. Okay, I'll get used to this thing. But notice how still getting through. Still getting through. All right. But the next card is nice. It is the 8 of Pentacles. And what it says, Jen, is you'll be fine. Wait a minute. I got to go the other way. I'm sorry, sweetheart. See, it's the 8 of Pentacles. So everything here for you is life. You'll always miss them, but life will get better. Okay, sweetheart? All righty. All right. No, it could be your dad. It actually could have, but when Spirit told me while I was doing that. Okay, sweetheart. All righty. Okay, let me get through here, and we'll put them over there. All right. Let's see if we're going to do Danielle or Jody next. We're doing Danielle. All right, Danielle, what you have here is basically what the cards are saying is you pretty much have everything covered as much as you can. And you have this. Wait a minute, I got to go the other way. I'm going to learn this. One of these days, I'm going to get this right. Okay, this is the card of the world. So it means you got it covered now. Okay. It also shows that you're going through, wait a minute, I got to go that away. Okay, you're going through some problems. But a lot of times these problems, they are true. They're not saying these problems aren't true, but it's getting to you up here. Don't watch that. The next thing I see negotiations. Okay. Now, negotiations you have here is things that are good. Things are getting worked out. Negotiations. All right. So that's good for you. All right. Wait a minute. My cards got messed up here a little bit before I go ahead and do Jody. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm calling you Jody and it's Jody Lynn, and I know better than that. But I tell you, I think I need a teleprompter. Santa Claus. No, I'm only kidding. All righty. You know I'd ignore that too. All right. Jody Lynn, here we go for general. All right. Oh, okay. Jody Lynn, you have everything's going good. You're looking at everything. They said for you to judge. Now stop and think about this. Everything is fine you're starting out with, but just take it and look at the pros and cons here. And this has to do with the King of Wands, okay? Now the King of Wands can either have light hair or not real dark. It would be light hair or like a brownish type hair, like a lighter medium. And what he is, the King of Wands thinks with his heart in his head, both. The King of say Pentacles would be all about business and math, okay? But this guy's a nice guy. But this now they're not telling me here. They didn't give me this if this is work or anything like that. But what it's telling me here is stop and think. This could be very good for you. You might really want to say yes. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic. I didn't get a romantic card in here. It could be, but I have to go with the three that I picked. So it could be business. It could be a medical doctor. It could be a romantic thing. But whatever it is, really take it and decide. This isn't something flighty, is what they're saying. Okay. Well, everyone, I'm glad you joined this and we're getting ready for the healing. Oh, hi, Isabel. I don't know how to say your name, Kay Forsyth. I don't do readings on here. You have to come in early and ask for the tarot card pull, but you're welcome to join us for the healing. Yeah, that's true, Stacy. Jen is always strong even when she doesn't feel it, but she's okay. All right. So now remember, with the healing, if you don't want to take part, but you want to stay on, what you do is just put your palms down. Remember, switch off, switch on. Okay. So if you want to take part, what you do is put them here in your lap, relax, make sure that you are loosey goosey with your blood flow. And we're going to do some healing now. So just relax. We got to get the blood back. And as I said, the answers to all your questions, I will be taking, things down. And during the week, I don't know, because my schedule's different. Every single week I'll get on here and I'll answer your questions. All righty. That way we have more time for other things. So here we go. All right. Inhale through the nose, relaxed. And just release lightly. And inhale and release. Okay, here I go. Now, if you do want the healing, you can leave your eyes open. It is better that you close your eyes, because then you shut off your brain and it can penetrate a little bit better. Okay, but it's up to you. I'm picking up somebody with a heck of a lot of work ahead of them. A heck of a lot of work. You'll get through it. You'll be fine. I see a lot of writing. Now you have to realize Spirit will show me writing when it's typing and vice versa. So don't think of the amount. You will get through it, is what they're saying. Okay, and relax. And this is what I'm doing right now, is a general relaxation healing. Just general. That's it. That's it. When I mean that's it, it means it feels good. Okay. And relax and inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Spirit guide just reminded something last week during the live, and yesterday when I did the answers to the live. It was adorable. Dee Gusha was asking for prayers for her cell phone. She's a sweet lady. Her boyfriend Ted used to be a reader. He passed away a few years ago. It's been a while, I guess. And sometimes, I haven't seen her lately, but she'll show up on here and say hi and everything. So if you can, please pray for each and every one of us. But I just thought that was adorable. I never thought of it, but our cell phones, I guess, need it sometimes as much as we do, but we all need it. All right. Thanks so much for joining in. I will be here next Sunday with John, Kufu, Kafra, and Andrew Bass, our writer and our tech guy who's doing a great job. Thank you so much. It takes that off, so it's easier for me to be here too. All right. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you next Sunday. All righty. Bye for now.